respond to them. I think it was not a good move on your part when the COAB, which you were the chair of, said, here are the paragraphs we think are in the wrong, you were wrong about. And you said, well, you weren't specific enough. I mean, you could sit down with them and say, well, let's go over these paragraphs. What do you think is wrong?
Well, we can do that. I mean, again, this is a point raised earlier. I still going to defend ourselves on that because we put a lot of work into this stuff with all these interviews and data points and analysis and so they're not just, I think we'll give them, a partial compliance this time. It's very thought out and it's based on data. And so when people come into the meeting and say, you guys are way too lenient on the Portland Police Bureau and have no specific reasons about why, we have our data. You come with your data if you really believe that.
Well,
so the burden is on the community member who's challenging our rating, I think, to say, here's the data.
Except that it's your board and you're the chair of that board. Okay, I think it's different when you're talking about.
But maybe we didn't handle it well. You're saying we just cut off communication, or?
I think you should have asked them what they meant.
We did. I remember. The record will reflect that we sat in that group, and I said, I disagree. What do you,
Okay. Well, anyway, we also, in a footnote suggested that, and this goes back to something Pat was saying, that you have a considerable compliance level, so that it's high. Let's say you have minimal, you have partial, you have a considerable, and then you have substantial. Because in that,
you like that.
I would like another tier.
You like that better than the DOJ system.
Oh yeah, your system is better than DOJ.
Yeah.
You have one more level.
The record.
You have the minimal. We found that 17 of the ratings by DOJ were higher than yours, and 14 of yours were higher than theirs. So obviously it's very subjective. You say you have all this data to support your findings, but it's obviously subjective.
Well,
we look at data differently.
Yeah, we look at data a little bit differently, and this is a bit of an issue. We are trying to coordinate more with them, so this isn't two separate systems, but we are independent. But I think the answer to that is if you really look at it carefully, and we actually want to do this, you'll probably see that, again, there are gradations. They're not, yes and no. They're not compliance, non-compliance. And they have a different scale than we do, as we just talked about. So, but we're generally in the same direction. Ours is partial, theirs is whatever, but it's like, you will find, I bet you, of all those differences, this many that are worth debating.
Well, except that when they say substantial compliance, you say substantial compliance. The city's going to sit down and say, okay, that was done.
Right.
Like, we're good.
Well, it's an agreement.
There's
That's not one of the disagreements that you discussed.
There's also an ongoing obligation. So when you look at the DOJ's report card, it will say substantial compliance, ongoing obligation. That, we feel that's kind of understood, that once you hit it, you can't just back off of it. We feel the ongoing compliance is.
Okay, well, I know other people here want to talk. I just want to add one more thing right now, and if there's more time, I'll come back later. But we appreciate that you keep asking the city to put in the police review board's city code the fact that they can send cases back for more investigation. Now, you never did address the fact that they did that, even though we called that to your attention. The amendments to that city code that the IPR put forward do not include that, and I still don't know why. And for anybody who's going to be here tomorrow morning, 10:30 in the morning, the city council is going to induct presumably 13 new members of the police review board, which is the only chance we get to see them in public because their meetings are held behind closed doors. So I just want to make sure people know that.
Well, Dan, I just want to thank you. Your work is very thorough, very impressive, and we do listen to you. I think you know that, and we make corrections and we respond.
Listen to us sometimes.
No, absolutely.
Listen, we don't always agree.
We don't always agree, but most of the time we do, actually. So I just want you to know how much we appreciate all of the work that you do.